Alex Stein is not right-wing, and he's not conservative. I know, because he's been on this show multiple times.
Yeah, you are definitely the compass by which we should be following where political affiliations are. Are you kidding me? You have a rotating cast of white supremacists, actual white supremacists and neo-Nazis on your show, and you downplay it all the time. It's like, oh, look, it's John Doyle, it's Nick Fuentes, it's Ye. It's like, what are you doing, Tim? I mean, everyone can see through this. Oh, it's Jack Pasevic here for the 14th time in the past couple months. Oh, how's it going, Jack? You're practically the co-host of the show. Alex Stein isn't a conservative. He's an anarchist. He says he's an anarcho-capitalist or something. I don't know. It's pretty much just whatever truthers who believe that Israel did 9/11 are. That's what he is.
Prime Time 99. He's got a new show over on the Blaze, and it's been ridiculous and funny. He is suing Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. I saw this story. How did I not know this was coming? I feel like this is one of those things where Alex Stein probably should have DM'd me and been like, hey, by the way, we're filing a lawsuit against AOC. But this dude, man, he certainly has them coming. He keeps.
So, Alex Stein, he's a 9/11 truther, as well as an anti-Semite who believes that the Israeli army planted bombs that took down one of the towers. He thinks it's also fucking hilarious to sexually harass women on the street. Kind of I'd say, political version of just a prank bros. One of the worst genres to ever grace YouTube. A lot of the pranks involved dudes who would sexually harass or even sexually assault women, and then afterwards, when they were like outraged, they would be like, oh, well, no, sorry, just look over there. There's a camera filming. This is actually a social experiment, and what we're doing is we're just actually trying to show what happens when women are forced to just grab my junk, and what effects that has, broadly speaking, on society. But it's just a prank, brah, just a prank. Don't worry, it's just a prank. It's a social experiment. I'm not actually sexually assaulting you or sexually harassing you. This is just, it's all for the camera. Okay, this absolves me. So Alex Stein did the same thing, but under the guise this time of being a comedian, and sexually harassed AOC for a while, thinking it was the funniest thing in the world. And it really goes to show you just how normalized this is, but also what women have to deal with in these aspects of society. It's one thing to be a politician. You will have a lot of harassment. Doesn't matter if you're a man or a woman. Men get harassed as well, but you're probably going to have specific sexual harassment, to have a sexual nature if you're a woman. And look at that across the board. All the pundits who hate AOC, they have these weird hypersexual fixations on her, from Ben Shapiro wanting to like steal her shoes, to Tucker Carlson being like, you're not a woman of color, as if like, because you're my white princess, and that's why I say you're not a woman of color, because you're too pure, you're too perfect. Yes, AOC, you're just a white woman, you're Aryan all through and through. That's why I say these things. Like, they all have their hang-ups one up to the other. And then Alex Stein did the whole like, you're my big booty Latina, look at my big booty Latina over there, can't wait to touch the booty of the big booty Latina, and he's filming it. So now he's like, well, it's just comedy, it's for the lulz.
Let's just say he keeps doing things that are, we'll call it interesting and press getting, but also highlighting important issues. You see, here's the issue. Alex Stein called AOC his favorite big booty Latina. She blocked him on Twitter. He's suing her. When he did that, I was critical. And then after that, she came out and talked about the police on January 6th.
I take no blame for that. That was a software error. That was not me pushing the mute button. This is me pushing the mute button. See, that was me pushing the mute button. I will take credit for when credit is due.
The January 6th protesters.
Oh, now
and I said, wow, that's a really good point.
Okay, so I can't hear Tim anymore. Wait, can you hear him? Can you hear him? Because if you can hear him, I can hear him now. A2 was the solution. All right, that was fun. That was good times. Are you not entertained, huh? Is this why you sub? Went from like 450 viewers to 300? I nuke my own streams, okay? And then hardware nukes me as well. Okay, we're back.
Read Alex Stein quotes.
We're back.
Stein's lawsuit cites a...
Those of you who stayed, you are the true believers. You're not distracted by some audio issues. You're not like, well, this isn't content. I didn't sign up for technical issues. Well, let's see what the rest of the internet can offer me.
Federal appeals court decision that ruled against Trump saying he violated the constitutional rights of several people by blocking them from following him
Yeah,
on
maybe
Twitter.
it was fancy sabotage. I don't
The
know.
appeals court said Trump was acting in his official presidential capacity when he blocked these people. Just days after the ruling, in Friday 2019, Ocasio-Cortez apologized to and settled a case with former Brooklyn Assemblyman Dov Hikind, who sued her for blocking him on her AOC Twitter account in response to critical replies to her tweets.
This is so fucking creepy. I really would like to have her unblock me, he said. Nothing that would allow him to communicate with her.
In that case, Ocasio-Cortez lifted the block,
Noting that
and
that would
said
allow
he
him
has
to
a
communicate
First
with
Amendment
her.
right to express his views and should not be blocked for them. Stein is looking for the same response in his suit in U.S.
Yeah,
District
Jake, we
Court
can
in
end.
DC.
We can end with that.
I really don't have any hard feelings for AOC, Stein said, adding that this is not looking for monetary damages in the
Yeah,
case.
that's a great photo.
I really would like to have her unblock me, he said, noting that would allow him to communicate with her. Look at this charming photo of Alex here with a big old smile on his face. Look at this guy, huh? Ocasio-Cortez's office and lawmakers who represented her in the prior Twitter block lawsuit did not immediately respond to requests for comment on Stein's suit. If the Congresswoman fights the complaint, it would reopen the legal argument about the rights of political figures to prevent certain individuals or groups from following them on social media platforms. In 2021, the Supreme Court erased the Second U.S. Circuit Court of Appeals ruling that Trump had violated the First Amendment rights of the people he had blocked from his Twitter account while serving in the White House. The Supreme Court ordered the appeals court to dismiss the case as moot because Trump, by then, was a private citizen. The High Court's order meant the Second Court's ruling could no longer be used as a precedent for similar cases of elected officials blocking Twitter followers. Ocasio-Cortez's legislative district lies within the confines of the Second Circuit. Stein's case is also seen as being different than the ones involving Trump and Ocasio-Cortez because his block was issued due to statements he made in person, not on an online account. I don't know if that matters. Ocasio-Cortez tweeted out Stein's video of the account of that same day, calling it a deeply disgusting incident, and that Stein was clearly seeking extremist fame. Quote,
Yeah, I agree with
I'll
that.
just read what she said. She tweeted this. I posted about a deeply disgusting incident that happened today on the Capitol steps, but took it down because it's clearly someone seeking extremist fame. It's just a bummer to work in an institution that openly allowed this, but talking about it only invites more. Just really sad. Hey.
Well, do you see the precedent they're trying to set here in that, like, the public, men, should have a legal right to be able to sexually harass politicians. It's in the public interest.
Clean up
So
your
this
room.
fucking creep show here, anti-Semitic 9/11 truther, should have a right. If you are a politician, hey, if you're a woman and you choose to be a politician, same rules can apply to dudes. Okay, we're not making any kind of favoritism here, but we should have a legal right to communicate with you in one way or another, and if we so choose, we should be allowed to talk about how hot we think your ass is publicly, film it, monetize it, make money off it, and then have everyone else laugh at the fact that you seem very upset at me screaming at you that you're my favorite big booty Latina. So I think we should have a legal right to do it. Strangerella, thank you for the prime.
Ocasio-Cortez. People are allowed to say things to you. That's it. What did he say? He said you had a big booty and he loved you? Yes. He was intending to get a rise out of you through legal speech, and he got it.
Through legal speech. I mean, the same thing keeps happening where it's like, hey, you gotta understand. As a guy, all right, like I understand it might be a little convenient sometimes if you get yelled at on the street. I get that. I feel it. I get it. But I'll be honest, I wouldn't mind it. I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind if women hit on me aggressively in clubs. I wouldn't mind it if I was just dancing. A bunch of hot chicks came up to me and just started grabbing my ass. Oh no, that sounds terrible. Yeah, I wouldn't mind it. Because you're fantasizing in your head, not at the discomfort that person is feeling, but just how you would feel if the best case scenario humanly possible happened to you. If it was just the fucking Axe body spray commercial. If it's just a fucking whole bunch of super hot chicks, like all of a sudden 3 hot women in a vehicle pull up and they're like, damn, what you packing down there? Looks like a fucking hog. Where you going? Where you going? You got plans? Get in, jump in. Why don't you get in the car? That's what you're picturing in your head, and it's like, yeah. I mean, I understand. It's a mild inconvenience, but come on, it sounds kind of fun. I wish sometimes it would happen to me, and it's like if you want to put yourself into a let's just say a framework of what it's like in terms of uncomfort. Tim, what if there was a very large man who is much stronger than you, much more physically intimidating than you, and they are doing the exact same things. What happens then? What happens if there's a large dude in a club who's following you around, being like, can I buy you a drink? It's like, no, I'm good. It's like, I can buy you a drink, can't I? Why are you turning me down? It's kind of aggressive. What if there was a large guy who followed you down an alleyway, followed you home? He's like, where are you going? What are you doing? What's going on there? Where are we headed? Where are we going? What if the van pulled up? Door opens. Giant dude inside. He's like, why don't you get in? You're looking pretty fucking hot. Nice beanie you got on there. Why don't you get in the fucking car? I'll show you a good time. Then it suddenly becomes a little bit more scary, doesn't it? And what if that happened all the time? What if, like, your everyday, if you say wanted to dress a little bit provocatively, say you wanted to show some cleavage, maybe reduce your pants to shorts, show some skin, show some leg, show some body parts, what do you think fucking happens then? All day, every day, nice summer day. Hey baby, nice titties, where they going? Where are those little milking pads going? Hey, what's going on here? Hey, why are you walking away? What are you, a bitch? What's going on here? You fucking frigid? Get back here, baby. Yeah, I'm gonna follow you home. What, you don't like it, baby? What's going on? Starts to sound pretty fucking scary. Sounds pretty fucking frightening. And then if you're doing it for the clicks, the lulz, if Alex Stein can just walk up to you anytime he wants and be like, oh my god, I love this ass. Big ass, love your ass. Fucking ass, giant ass.
You then started complaining, and there you go. Thank you. You could have just said nothing. But you decided to use your platform with how many millions of followers does AOC have? Let's pull up our Twitter. 13.4 million followers. Amazing. She decided to use that platform to promote Alex Stein, thus launching him into the public discourse, making him famous. Here is a video.
This is single-handedly what made Alex Stein famous. I thought he did a whole bunch more of these things prior to this. I mean, he's interacted with all kinds of people, you know. He's yelled at Dan Crenshaw before and done that whole kind of like neocon versus new neo-reactionary shit where we have a divider. I'm sure definitely did promote his brand. The right loved this. Every single one of them was doing that thing where it's like, look, I'm not here to, you know, endorse perhaps some aspects of what he did, but it started the conversation. And here we are talking about it. So what do you think?
Video he posted of the incident. I was actually walking over to deck him because if no one will protect us, then I'll do it myself. But I need to catch a vote more than a case today. Actually, if you watch the video and she posted it, actually, okay, we're gonna play this video. She doesn't come over to deck him. She gives him a peace sign.
See, my favorite big booty Latina. I love you, AOC. You're my favorite. She wants to kill babies, but she's still beautiful. You look very beautiful in that dress. You look very sexy. Look at that booty on AOC. That's my favorite big booty Latina.
Why don't we get a little selfie? She walks over. Does this look like somebody who wants to fight? No. I don't think AOC knew what he was saying until afterwards. She's such a liar.
I love it. My favorite AOC. Nice to meet you, AOC. Look how sexy she looks.
Ooh, what did she say? What did she say? She said something.
AOC, nice to meet you, AOC. Look how sexy she
So I can't really tell what's being said afterwards.
Dress.
But that's the video.
I love it, AOC. Hot, hot, hot like a tamale. See.
Hot like a tamale.
She looked like she wants to punch him in the dick. Yeah, that was kind of my read. That looked like someone who was walking over there about to be like, I'm going to fuck you up. And then being like, you know what? I'm on camera. I'm not going to do it. Not going to do it. Okay, all right. Have a good day. See ya. Enjoy being a fucking asshole for the rest of your life.
I think what happened is after she saw somebody on the steps yelling, she was like, peace sign. And then someone was like, dude, he was saying you had a big booty. She probably went, what? Got mad. And
yeah, they're going down the whole she was asking for it style stuff. I mean, hey, if she didn't like it, why would she put the peace sign up? Maybe she enjoys someone saying that randomly to her on the street.
And then was like, oh, I'm so angry, I'm going to tweet about it. In addition to calling out Stein for his comments, she also blocked him. But what does this say? She was threatening violence against him? She actually, this is the kind of the crazy thing. She says, I was actually walking over to deck him. You were going to strike this man because he was yelling at you? Yo, come on. AOC, calm down. The suit said she blocked him in retaliation to Stein's exercise of his First Amendment right. Because earlier that day, Mr. Stein, in the context of political commentary and satire, complimented.
Alex Stein looks like the villain from every 80s ski film. Yeah, he looks like he's a Biff. You know, just like your name should be Biff. You just look like you should be Biff. So, you think that you could beat me down Golden Alley Mountain? Me, Biff, the greatest skier of all time.
Miss Cortez. Mr. Stein has a constitutional right to access Miss Cortez's Twitter account as part of his vigorous public comment and criticism. Miss Cortez's practice of blocking Twitter users she disagrees with is unconstitutional, and this suit seeks to redress that wrong. Boy, I would love to see Alex Stein on the debate stage or running for office. It would be one of the greatest things ever. Anyway, Stein's lawyer, Jonathan Gross, in an interview, said the reference to Ocasio-Cortez's body
It's gross.
is a
They're
satire.
basically monetizing and making light of the fact that someone was sexually harassing someone else, and now trying to do this whole, like, I should have the ability to communicate with her legally, so I'm going to go through with this.
And the reference to her support for abortion rights is obviously political. My client is a political satirist. Political speech, the Supreme Court has said, is the highest level of protected speech. But Gross said that regardless of what Stein said, the New York congresswoman does not have the legal right to block him on Twitter. In his interview with CNBC, Stein said, I didn't really want to disrespect her. It was the most gracious way I could say it, complimenting her. Stein, who has a history of confronting other politicians, including Ted Cruz and Eric Swalwell, has gained a reputation for being a right-wing comedian, but he objects to the label. Really, I'm anti-establishment. Alex Stein is not right-wing, and he's not conservative. I know, because he's been on this show multiple times.
Yeah, you are definitely the compass by which we should be following where political affiliations are. Are you fucking kidding me? You have a rotating cast of white supremacists, actual white supremacists and neo-Nazis on your show, and you downplay it all the time. It's like, oh, look, it's John Doyle, it's Nick Fuentes, it's Ye. It's like, what are you doing, Tim? I mean, everyone can see through this shit. Oh, it's Jack Pasebic here for the 14th time in the past couple months. Oh, how's it going, Jack? You're practically the co-host of the show. Alex Stein isn't a conservative. He's an anarchist. He says he's an anarcho-capitalist or something. I don't know. It's pretty much just whatever truthers who believe that Israel did 9/11 are. That's what he is. That's that thing. We got it. That's really gross. I assumed it was going to be gross, but it was certainly gross.
Do you enjoy the Serfs but prefer not to have to use your eyeballs? Many are saying this. Well, we've got the solution for you. It's the Serf Times in podcast form. Available on most major podcasting networks now. If you enjoy it, please consider leaving a good review and feedback because it really helps the show out, apparently, and it's free, just like the podcast.
To our gods, Xander Corvus and Peyton L. Juste, we shall spend many a generations building mighty cathedrals in your honor. To our monarch, Tom Spiker, we are but your oafish jesters, here to offer you a laugh at any opportunity. To our brave knights of the Round Table, Rachel K., Izzy Solidarity, Victoria Bell, Sebastian Demmel, Mark Harmon, Benji Arney, Scary Earth Human, Tony, DM Rivera, Resident Scarecrow, Sir Nickus, Cheryl Alvarez, Ruby Kelly, Brandon, Words Greenwood, Everything Important, Hegbert Celine, Matthew Scarborough, Stellar Vision, Ariane McCarthy, Doug Cady, Daniel Sutton, Jenna Tao, Dark Puppy, Quiet One 85, Anna Loves Riley, Omni, Riley and Anna, Poodlehawk, Multimondi, Trevbot EXE, Brian Ephraim, Anthropophojack, Catherine, Ramon Acosta, Nkosin, Ralph Parler, Violent Orchard, Political Puppy, La Media Panza, Todd Buckingham, and Todd La Jeunesse. We salute our valiant heroes off to fight injustice everywhere.